Now, I've got to meet some very powerful, influential business brands and leaders all over the planet. And I've met them from Korea, I've met them from Russia, and I've met them from Los Angeles and everywhere in between. And as much as culturally they're different, as much as language they are different, ages they are different, there's a constant trait which I've noticed in all the most powerful and successful people in the planet. And it is that I can is greater than their IQ. Now that sounds a silly thing, or you may have heard it before on a mouse pad, but it's the willingness to try something to find out. You see, a great idea with zero implementation is a waste of time. But a half-baked scheme with full power, passion, and momentum can quite often succeed, because there's a classic line by a good friend of mine, Ari Meisel: get going, then get good. But the worst thing in the planet you can do for any concept, idea, or launch is to sit on it and to do nothing. That's where it can go wrong. That's where it can die. Because the second you do anything and it fails a bit, you become educated. You tweak, you change, you adapt that, you edit it, and then you can continue. And all that goes wrong. Look at Elon's journey he had with the rockets. The rockets used to come off that vessel floating outside of the planet, land on a floating platform in the middle of the ocean, tip over and explode. And then it learned not to explode because he learned how to edit the algorithms and the mechanics and stuff that's far bigger than my pay grade. But he started focusing on those little bits, and it would fail again. And he lent in every single time to the failure. And now look at it. Not only does it come from up in space to the ground, it actually docks on the same bloody place that it took up from. Okay? This is remarkable when you imagine what that actually does and where it came from, the journey. But he kept going. Your I can is always going to be more powerful than your IQ. Your IQ can quite often create a paralysis because you overthink it, and you only ever want it to come out when it's perfect, when it's going to be absolutely impactful to the maximum. And you have no idea what's sitting around the corner that's going to trip you up. I know people that have launched brilliant businesses only literally for a law or an algorithm to change to suddenly mean that what they had coming out couldn't work anymore. Okay? I've never, ever seen a business plan say, hey, this is going to be great for 6 months and the law's going to change and we're going to go bankrupt. You have no idea what's sitting out there ready to bite you in the ass. And a friend of mine, Joe Weldon, used to say, no one's been bit by the bigger things. No one's ever been bit by an elephant, but we've all been stung by a bee. So it's those little things that are going to bite you, hurt you, and potentially trip you up. But if you focus on your ability to move forward, if you focus on your ability to create your momentum, if you focus on your passion and push to actually get going and then get good, the I can will beat the IQ every single time. I hope you've got that I can.